In this video, we're going to cover how to attract clients. So you've now got everything in place. You've chosen your service, you found at least 5 freelancers who can deliver that service, you've built your website, and this includes a page where visitors can book a free call with you, and that's where you'll convert them into clients. We also covered exactly how to structure those calls, what to say, and once you get a client, what you should email them, which is your service description, your payment invoice, and a contract, which is optional. And if you don't want to do calls, you can also set up packages that clients can purchase on your website. So either way, everything is now ready. So how do you get potential clients to visit your website and book a free call with you or purchase one of your packages online? Well, there are multiple strategies that are being used today by service businesses. So what we're going to cover in this video are those different strategies and which ones I think are the most effective. I'll explain to you the reasons why, so you can then make your own decision on what strategy or strategies you want to use. So the first strategy is organic social media, and specifically posting content on Instagram and TikTok. Now, I'm not including Facebook here because organic reach on Facebook is very low. In other words, if you create a new Facebook page and you post something, it will most likely get 0 views. Or if you already have a Facebook page, I'm sure you know the views are really low and the engagement is really low as well. Whereas with Instagram and TikTok, their algorithms are designed to push your content to people who aren't already following you. So even if you start with 0 followers, you can still get views and grow an audience faster than you can on Facebook. The engagement on these platforms is also much higher too. So with social media, your main activity is simply creating and posting content. There are methods you can use to increase your content's visibility and gain followers faster. So this includes hashtags, keywords, engagement hacking. So for example, leaving attention-grabbing comments on new posts from popular accounts your target audience follows. You could also arrange shoutouts where large accounts in your niche post about your service. You could also run competitions or finally do collaborations with other service businesses that are related to yours but not direct competitors. Now, those are all attraction methods. You're bringing people to you. But what you can also do is find potential clients on Instagram and message them directly. So to find clients, you would simply type in a hashtag of what they do. So for example, if you were targeting personal trainers, just search for hashtag personal trainer and boom, you'll have access to hundreds, if not thousands of personal trainers on the For You page and the accounts page. You can do the same with business owners, restaurants, artists, podcasts, hotels, supplement brands, car dealerships, beauty salons, literally anything you want. This is why, going back to earlier in the course, I said make sure you decide clearly what type of client you want and make sure they're accessible to you. So in the context of this example, it would be being able to type in a keyword or hashtag that would allow you to find these people on Instagram. So you can search for potential clients and then directly message them on Instagram. If they have a website or an email address listed, I'd actually recommend messaging them there instead, because Instagram limits how many messages you can send per day, so try to spread them out across different channels where possible. Now, the direct message method is popular, but it's not my favorite because you might have to message 50 people to get 1 or 2 replies. The others will ignore you because they don't know you and they'll just think you're a spammer or a scammer. So I think it's much better to spend your time and effort creating and posting content and attracting potential clients to you. Instead of you chasing them, they're chasing you. Plus, the more content you post, the more followers you'll gain. And the more followers you gain, the more credible you'll look. And that will help you get clients even faster in the future. Like if you only have 10 or 20 followers, the reality is when you start direct messaging people, they're going to look at your profile and think you're not a real business. So in most cases, content is what will give you the biggest return on your time and effort because it will build your social presence as well as grow your business. But the content has to actually be good in order for Instagram and TikTok to push it to a wider audience and get people to convert from followers into clients. So that raises the question of what content do you post that will be relevant, interesting, and engaging to potential clients? Now, the great news is one of the things ChatGPT is the best at is providing content ideas. So no matter what type of service you choose, here's a prompt for you to use. I'm starting a UGC agency and I need ideas for my first 30 posts on social media. Please provide me with a content plan that lists the topic and a short summary for each post. These posts should help me attract followers, generate engagement, and get people interested in purchasing my service. Thanks. So again, you can just replace UGC with any other service you want. Now, what ChatGPT gives us is actually great. So the first week is all about introducing your agency and building awareness. Then you move on to building authority and trust. This will help you build your audience faster and start attracting leads because you've already established yourself and now you're demonstrating the value that your service can deliver. You then build on that further by showcasing knowledge and expertise around your service. Then finally, engagement, social proof, and sales posts. So these are the ones that are actually going to push people to your website, learn more about your service, and then become a client. Now, personally, I wouldn't do these posts in the order that ChatGPT has given you, because then you're just focusing on one objective per week. I would actually mix up your posts because then you're focusing on multiple objectives every week for the first 30 days. And I think that's better than just doing one thing at a time, right? So that's what I'd recommend. All right, so with ChatGPT, you'll never run out of content ideas. You can always ask it for more. And based on the prompt I've given you, ChatGPT will tailor these content ideas for the specific service you've chosen to do drop servicing for. And as you can see by the topics, it covers all of the important objectives. So introducing yourself, growing your audience, converting them into clients, everything. All right, so that's social media. We've covered the different organic attraction strategies you can use. We also covered finding clients and directly messaging them. But remember, your main focus should just be on creating and posting content. That will give you the biggest amount of views and the fastest growth in followers versus doing loads of manual work, like commenting on hundreds of posts and directly messaging hundreds of people. Then the next strategy is running ads, and specifically Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok ads. You don't have to be on all three. Personally, I would just focus on Facebook and Instagram ads because they're on the same platform. And once you've got some clients, you can then expand onto TikTok ads if you want to. Now, advertising is definitely the best option if you've got some money to invest into growing this business. Organic marketing and posting content takes time to get traction, whereas with advertising, you can get results much faster because you're paying for them, right? So what you'd do is you'd set up a campaign that drives traffic to your website. This campaign can be very simple. All you need is between 3 to 5 ads that explain what your service is, why it's so valuable, and why clients should choose you. The advertising system will then automatically spend most of your campaign's budget on the best performing ad. So you're getting the most amount of results at the lowest possible price. So once people arrive on your website, they can learn more about it, book a free call with you, or purchase one of your packages online. Now that brings us on to the third strategy, which is Google Ads. So these are great because you don't need to create any images or videos for your ads like you do with social media. Google Ads can just be very simple text, as you can see here. So you can create these ads very quickly, and the great thing about Google is that your ads are being shown to people who are already searching for your specific service. Like if someone Googles UGC agency, your ad will show up only during that search. So the conversion rate for Google Ads is often much higher than with social media ads because of this high intent. You're advertising to people who already want your service, and therefore you don't have to persuade them as much to become a client. They're already interested in you. The downside to Google Ads is that they can be more expensive than social media ads, but not always. So you can run ads on both, see which platform delivers you the best results at the best price, and then focus your budget on that. Alright, so those are by far the most popular ways of attracting clients. Organic social media, which is divided into content, attraction methods, and direct messaging. Then there's social media advertising, and finally Google Ads. If I was just starting out, I would definitely focus on social media. And specifically, what I would do is create those first 30 posts and see how they perform. I'd also do as many organic attraction strategies as possible to maximize my growth. If you get some clients from that already, then perfect. But either way, what you can then do is build on that momentum by running Facebook and Instagram ads. Because when you run ads, a lot of people don't click the ad immediately. What they'll first do is go to your profile to learn more about you and to see if you look like a real business. So if you've already been posting for 30 days and you've got a variety of useful, interesting content related to your service, people will be much more likely to then visit your website and become a client. Alright, and then once you have some clients and extra money, I'd then spend it on testing TikTok ads and Google ads. So then I'd have clients coming in from more than one platform, which maximizes my opportunities and also minimizes my risk because I'm not just relying on one platform. I could then also find out which advertising platform is delivering the best results and focus my ad spend there. Now, that being said, this is only if your chosen type of client is best reached on social media or through Google Ads, which is the case for most clients. But if you wanted to use a different strategy, what you could also do is choose a type of client that you can find on other online platforms that have way less competition. So for example, if we're offering a marketing service, we could focus on Udemy instructors and help them grow their course sales. Every Udemy instructor has a profile and they normally have contact methods listed there or a link to their website. So there's tens of thousands of Udemy instructors, which means you instantly have tens of thousands of potential clients that you could message directly. I already gave you the podcast example where you could focus on messaging some of the millions of podcasters, and there's multiple websites that list all of them. Another example would be going to Amazon's book page or audiobooks page and messaging authors who are looking to grow their sales. The top authors won't need help, but there's millions of others who would love to get more sales for their books or audiobooks, but they just don't know how to do marketing. Another example is e-commerce. So you could go to Shopify's App Store, click any app you want. So for example, there's one called DS's, which is what millions of dropshipping stores use. If you click the rating section, there are tens of thousands of reviews, and these are from Shopify store owners who are obviously looking to sell their products. Now, you can't click through to each of their stores, but here's what you do. You copy their name, paste it into the website bar, and then simply add .myshopify.com. So in this case, it would be bosketwellnessboutique.myshopify.com. And that will take you to their online store, and then you can contact them using their contact form, email address, or their linked social media accounts. Another e-commerce example is Etsy. There are over 7.5 million Etsy stores who are all looking to sell their products. And the great thing about Etsy is that you can message sellers directly. Ideally, look to see if they have a website or social media accounts first, because if you message them about your services on Etsy, some of them may appreciate it, but others may report you. So it's best to just use Etsy as a database of sellers, and then you find their other contact methods if they're available, especially their websites and social media profiles. So those are all platform specific examples. And by the way, even though I'm recommending offering a marketing service, I just want to highlight again, you can offer any other service you want. Like for example, you could offer Udemy instructors the service of translating their courses into other languages, because there's loads of freelancers who can do that. Or for Amazon Books or audiobooks, your service could be offering to optimize their listing pages so that they get ranked higher in Amazon search results and also get better sales conversion rates. Or for podcasts, it could be offering to design and set up merchandise like t-shirts that they could sell to their audience. Again, there are many freelancers on Fiverr who provide that specific service too. So it really is up to you and whatever you're interested in. I just wanted to give you this alternative strategy of messaging platform specific leads outside of social media and search engines. And remember, when you're starting your drop servicing business, the first message you would send to any of these potential clients is the free offer message we covered in the previous video. So once you have between 1 to 3 free clients who have given you testimonials, you can then start messaging new potential clients, but this time without the free offer. So if you want a message to send, you can use this prompt for ChatGPT. I run a UGC agency. Please write me a short cold message that I can send to new potential clients. The message needs to be friendly, highlight the value of my service, and mention that I have multiple successful clients in their niche. And then here we go. ChatGPT has given us a great opening message that we can send them. Now, back to the strategies. The final strategy for finding clients is to simply Google them and contact them. It sounds too simple, but I got many of my first advertising clients this way. So for example, I live in London, so I could type in London dentist or restaurant or hair salon, any type of client I wanted, and then use Google Places to get a list of all of them. So you can then contact them on their website or through their email address or on social media, everything we've already covered. But here's some interesting advice. You could also call them or even walk into their physical location if you search for clients who are local around you. When I was first starting my advertising agency, that's exactly what I did. I would either call businesses or go to them in person. because I realized there's a lot of online competition and many potential clients won't feel that they can trust anyone who speaks to them on the internet anyway. Whereas a phone call or an in-person visit converted at a much higher rate because they're so much more personal, authentic, and trustworthy. Obviously, it takes more courage to do this and time and effort because we're living in an online world now, right? But if you want to make money and you're willing to do whatever it takes, phone calls and in-person visits can actually give you a huge advantage. Plus, a lot of clients will actually like that you're nearby to them. It just adds a deeper level of comfort and familiarity, right? But don't worry if you don't want to do that, because everything we've covered can be done online, and it's the most popular approach by far anyway. So I hope this video has clearly presented your options and sparked some ideas about what type of client you want and how you're going to get them. We covered organic social media strategies, social media advertising, Google Ads, platform-specific strategies across Udemy, podcasts, Amazon, Shopify, and Etsy. And then finally, we covered finding clients on Google Search, including local clients who you can then contact online, by telephone, or in person. This is more than enough to attract clients and build a hugely successful service business. Even just focusing on one of these strategies can easily get you to 6 figures and beyond. Because remember, you only need 9 clients at $1,000 per month to hit $100,000 in revenue. Each of these strategies alone gives you access to hundreds, if not thousands, of potential clients. All you need to do is pick whichever one you're most interested in and think you'd be the best at. Then put in the time, put in the effort, and if you do that, speaking from my own experience, you will start getting clients.